EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Lance wants to change him up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings us.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Red, cycle.
To throw, it's Lance. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now 3rd down and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 34.
Lance looking to throw it. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shot, 17.
Now Lance going to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Here's 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Light blue, green jack. Claude red. Set, huh?
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Trey McBride, 28 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Joshua Purdy to kick off for the Rams.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass into the hands of Turner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2nd and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14. Rams 7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Lance, he's going to change the play. They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun now for Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now an audible here into something else. Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
10. 6. Mega. Roster 6. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the middle with Guerendo. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Isaac Guerendo, 14 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Red, yellow. Red.
Here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hand cycle. Ready.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On third down, it's Guerendo. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Now Lance looking to change it up. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Watch out now. 52. Drill, 52. Cut.
On the give, it's Guerendo. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Strike. Check. Strike.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chase Young with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
Black shot.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. Now Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10.
Let's go.
Again, it's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. Handoff here, Guerendo. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Guerrero.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are moving closer to a day now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here's 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Hurts. Escapes the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.